Okay, so I wanted to show the steps that I usually skip in my videos, but are important because the code doesn't work unless you have the correct libraries installed on your computer. Now on my GitHub, I always tell you which libraries you need to install. If I don't say you need to install it, it's because it's a Python standard library. It's a part of the Python standard library. Therefore, you do not need to do this what I'm about to do. But if you run code and it complains about not seeing a library or not existing, or if I tell you on the GitHub, then you need to do this step. So for the PDF merger specifically, we have this library which is not a part of the Python standard library, and we need to install it on our computer. So this assumes that you already have Python installed. So let me show you how to get there. So this is just a folder on my computer. So I have the PDFs that I want to merge in the same folder as I have the script that will merge them together. Now I'm going to click here in the address bar, and I'm going to type PowerShell, and that'll just open up a PowerShell right in the same location that you typed in or the same file location that your Window Explorer is currently at is where PowerShell will open. And so that's important because PowerShell can only see whatever items, scripts or PDFs or files are in the current folder that it's in. So you can see I'm in this PDF merger folder. If I type ls, which stands for list, which is just showing everything in the current directory, you know that it can see the PDF merger and the 3 PDFs that I want to merge. So now the next thing I need to do is make sure that I have Python installed. You can do that. If py doesn't work, then you can use Python 3. That'll just pull up the latest version of Python, or a version of Python 3. Notice how py pulled up the latest version of Python, which is why I like to use py, because then you don't have to worry about what version of Python you're using. Python 3 could pull up different results for that. So I'm going to use py. So the next thing I want to do is install this library. So if I go here, pip install py-pdf. So pip is just a package manager. I'll pull that up so you can see it. And you just type it directly in here. Pip install py-pdf2. It's going to say you already have that because I've already installed it. Requirement already satisfied. On your computer, it's not going to be installed, so it'll have a progress bar, and then it'll install it, and then you'll be good to go. And then once that's installed, then you can just run the program, and it's called PDF merger, and then it won't complain. It'll run, and it'll spit out the file that you want. So that's kind of the full steps, and that'll work for any script that I have on my GitHub. If you see something like this, pip install py-pdf, you need to, or pip install, whatever. It could be another library. That's just the format. And pip comes just installed when you install Python. So as long as you have Python, then pip will work. Anyway, I hope that helps.